welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, throw out your mat, get ready, and we're about to get the ball rolling. Peace and love, kings, queens, and gods. My name is Jarrick, I'm the Floating Yogi, and this is the Holiday Blues with Tumblr. Today's Flex Friday, so we're going to add on to the last time we were here, last week, and add a little bit more to the sun salutations. As I mentioned before, the sun salutations are a phenomenal way to just start the day. It activates the mind, body, and your energy, your breath, your spirit. And when those things combine, I am Captain Planet, or a little bit more awakened, a little bit more enlightened, in a better space to make better decisions to direct our life, right? I mean, that is a powerful power. However, with that being said, last week we did the sun salutation aids, which are 9 basic movements. We start at the same place we stop. So it takes our conscious through a full rotation. It takes our body through opening the smaller joints and smaller muscle tissues and ligaments that really help to strengthen the larger muscles and allow for more mobility and more flexibility. Yoga is not about being super flexible. It's about figuring out where you are, and then from there, finding incremental growth. Just little by little. Oh, I got a little bit more flexible this day. Oh, I regressed a little bit because I was eating that pizza last night that I shouldn't have had, even though it was fire. I digress. This week we'll be adding the sun salutation beads. It's a slight difference. As in this one has it has warrior one on each side, and it starts with chair pose. So to give you a brief once over of what we were doing last week, I'll flow through the sun salutations. Sun salutation A. So feel free to watch and see if you recall anything, see if anything's speaking to you or if you missed a part, and this will just help to facilitate that awareness throughout these sifts, these sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts that we're experiencing, and be able to, what's the word, transcend, go beyond, go above those issues that we have, because consciously, we got control over it. So you can stay seated or you can flow with me if you remember it. Hopefully you do. You can meet me standing at the top of the mat. And again, we have the big toes touch, the heels flare out to the side so we can find those 4 corners of the feet. The palms face forward to open up the chest. The tailbone scoops under. The belly comes in. The collarbones lift up. And then soften the face, the cheeks, the ears, the tongue, the eyelids. And anywhere where that tension leaves, allow the breath to creep in, to stabilize. And sun salutation A. It starts with an inhale. Expand, arms up, palms touch, look to the thumbs. Exhale, compress, fold forward, look in, to the legs, then to the belly, stretch that back of the neck. Inhale, expand, hands heavy, arms straight, gaze forward. Exhale, compress, chaturanga, find your low push-up. Inhale to expand. We'll press through the hands, straighten the arms, chin up, hands under the armpits. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back. And we'll hang here for 5 breaths. This will help to build up that strength throughout the arms, throughout the shoulders, and then create a little bit of space throughout the ribs. All the way up to the tailbone. 2. You can find stillness. You can pedal the feet. 3. Or maybe you kick the leg up and rotate the knee. 4. Again, we know down dog is our time to play, to see how our body's feeling, to create some movement. 5. Inhale, expand, move forward. Exhale, compress, fold in, look in, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, expand, arms up, palms touch, look to the thumbs. Exhale, samasthiti, and we're back where we started. So that was the sun salutation A. Sun salutation B, super slight difference, and I'll demonstrate it for you. Like I mentioned before, it starts with a chair pose. So we have the big toes touching, the heels spread apart. The difference, we have the knees knocking together. That's what we're looking for. We want that's gonna get the pelvis in a certain position. You'll feel it as we flow. Chair pose, we bend the knees, sink the hips. I like to bring the fingers down to touch the mat, because then I know I'm actually squatting and I'm not BSing on my greatness. So going down, give a little bit of effort, boom. Then from there, the hips stay, the palms touch, the gaze goes to the thumbs. Chair pose. From here, we'll compress. Forward fold. Look in. Stretch the back of the neck. Inhale to expand. Hands heavy, gaze forward. Exhale to compress. Kind of similar, right? The same type of movement, the same type of flow. Chaturanga. Inhale to expand. Up dog. Chin up. Exhale to down dog. Hips go up and back. Boom. Right foot, warrior one. So we'll step the right foot forward between the hands, lower down the back heel, press through the feet, reach the arms up, palms touch over the head. Look to the thumbs. And then chaturanga, frame the front foot, step back, lower down. Inhale to up dog, straighten the arms, find that push, that press. Exhale to down dog, hips up and back. Left foot, warrior one. Back heels down, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, chaturanga. Frame the front foot, step back, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Ooh, when we get here, draw the pelvis down and then reach the left shoulder forward, look over the right. Like see if you can really look over that shoulder. And then switch, right shoulder forward, look over the left. Ooh wee, it feels so nice, we'll do it twice. Left shoulder forward, look over the right. And right shoulder forward, look over the left. Curl the toes under, press the hips, up and back to down dog. Boom. And we're here. Pedaling the feet, kicking a leg up, reaching it to the wall behind you or beside you. Or maybe it's just finding stillness. 3 more breaths. What feels right for you? 3. 4, gaze goes to the belly. That allows for the blood flow, the oxygen to come to the brain. And 5. Inhale, expand, move forward. Exhale, compress, fold in, look in, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale to chair, big toes touch, knees knock, sink the hips, palms touch, look to the thumbs. Exhale, salutation. We'll shake it out. We'll do it about 2 more times just to get it ingrained in there. So if you're like, I don't really remember what's next, trust your body. Go with the flow. See what it feels like, and then notice how you start to piece together where you're missing out, where you're forgetting. And that's so helpful, not just in this flow, but also in life, because things come at us different ways, catch us off guard, and we have to be prepared for those things. The best way to get prepared. We got 2 more. Meet me at the top of the mat. This time we might get a little bit saucy. We might speed it up. We'll see. Knees knock, big toes touch. Inhale, sink the hips, palms touch, look to the thumbs. Exhale, compress, fold in, look in, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, expand, hands heavy, gaze forward. Exhale, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale to up dog. Press through the hands, draw the hips down, and reach the chin up. Exhale to down dog, hips up and back. Right foot, warrior one. Right foot forward, back heel down. Press through the feet, palms touch over the head. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, chaturanga. Frame the front foot, step it back, and lower. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left foot, warrior one. Between the hands, back feet down, palms touch. Exhale, compress, chaturanga. Frame the foot, step it back, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Press on the top of the feet, exhale to down dog. 5 breaths here. Breathe 5 times. Each inhale all the way from the forehead, from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. 2,
Maybe you use the leg to add a little bit more reach. 3. Or maybe you're finding that stillness. 4. 5. Inhale, expand, move forward. Exhale, compress, fold in. Inhale to chair, sink the hips, palms touch, look to the thumbs.
Exhale, salutation. And last one, we're definitely speeding up this time. Inhale, let's get it, chair. Exhale, compress.
Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Inhale, expand.
Exhale, compress.
Right foot, expand.
Look to the thumbs. Exhale, compress. Chaturanga.
Inhale to expand.
Up dog. Create space. Exhale to compress.
Down dog. Left foot, warrior 1. Back heel down.
Palms touch. Look to the thumbs. Exhale, chaturanga.
Frame the front foot, step it back, lower down. Inhale to up dog.
Draw the hips down. Create space from the shoulders to chin.
Exhale to down dog. Hips up and back. And we're in down dog. Breathe 5 times. 1. Maybe it's stillness. Maybe it's pedaling the feet. Maybe you're really starting to feel that burn of the arms now. 3. I highly encourage you to try to press through it. Try to rock side to side. Notice how that opens up and wakes up different muscles. 4. Or if you're really gassed and you're like, oh my gosh, I need a break, you can lower down to child's pose. And 5. And from where you are, inhale, expand, move forward. Whee! Exhale, compress, fold in, look in, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale to chair, sink the hips,
Palms touch. Look to the thumbs. Exhale, salutation. All right. So I want to give you a second just to see how you're feeling. If you have any questions about these poses, what they're doing, please just drop it in the chat. And I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see if I can answer some of these. I know I had a few people messaging me on IG. And I feel like the chat on YouTube is going. So I wanted to explain chair pose a little bit. This lower lumbar, we do a lot of sitting, and that kind of like hunches that over. So we don't really get the tilt of our pelvis that much or that well. Another thing that happens throughout the day, we're either driving or sitting and we get this like, hunch happening here. Like I'm the hunchback of Notre Dame, right? So chair pose will help us to move into those spaces so then we can realize and feel when we're in those spaces and we're uncomfortable. Once we have that awareness, we can make that shift to do something simple. Maybe like this, I'll explain. If you inhale to chair, boom, palms touch, and then you might see like your butt's poking out some. I call that the Beyonce butt. And then you can scoop it under. Inhale, belly comes in, tailbone scoops under, and that's helping us to gain access to that lower lumbar, the obliques just above the crest of the pelvis. And we can do a few of them. You can feel the burn. As you exhale, poke it out. Inhale, poke it out. Exhale, scoop it in. Exhale, poke it out. Inhale, poke, scoop it in. Exhale to poke. Inhale to scoop. All right, and release. So that lower lumbar scoop is super pivotal for relieving and freeing up those lower lumbar. They just get compressed from all that sitting and standing and not working that sciatic area, not working the cross plane of the pelvis. And this practice will really help with that. We do right foot for warrior 1, helps to facilitate that shift so we get that extra reach, that extra lean through one side of the pelvis. Find out where in the lower lumbar, where in the spine is compressed, and we can create a little bit of space. Over time, not having to force ourselves into these, positions. Over time, it'll open up, and that's the beauty of the practice. It's not about going to the gym, banging out reps, working yourself to exhaustion. It's about finding what works for you and allowing us to bring those sifts, those sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts to our awareness in a way that we can control. When we can dial back or dial more, or dial in more if we need a little bit more heat, a little bit more to top us, or dial it back if we're like, oh, I'm a little bit too gung-ho, I'm going too hard in this. All right, pump the brakes, step back, take a breath, and reassess how much energy, how much effort you want to put into it. So, with that being said, there is a bunch of stuff, a bunch of stuff to keep you in your flow, to keep you motivated, to show you different aspects of what yoga, this union of the mind, body, and spirit really are. I have a daily meditation accountability on my stories. It'd be great if you check it out. Go on, tap light. Do you care enough about your mental space to meditate today, or are you BSing on your greatness? What your potential, what does it mean to you? How important is it to you? So you can go on in the chat, in the DMs, check out my stories. Check out my stories. Be like, hey, yes, I do care enough about my mental space to meditate today. I'm not BSing on my greatness. I'm part of the growth game. I'm trying to grow, because if it ain't about growth, it ain't about me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like these vibes. Tuesday night, we flow it out. Tuesday night is Ashtanga, lead half primary, a great practice. This is just the beginning, what we went over these past 2 weeks. This is just the beginning of how to wake up the body, how to connect the mind, body, and spirit, and how to elevate your energy, your stamina. All these things that seem simple, but it's like, how can I isolate it and work on it? This is how. Ashtanga, lead half primary, Tuesdays at 6. I encourage you to give it a shot. If you do it 4 days a week, I guarantee you in 3 weeks, your stamina will be off the charts. Then there's Thursday. Thursday's Midday Mind Right. It's another podcast. It's a podcast where we just take a break. We take a moment out of the day, go over some of the stuff we were talking about on Monday night's book club, which has been fire. We've been reading about Osho and balancing these dualistic energies, divine masculine, divine feminine, and the interaction between these two energies. How do they play on an energetic level, and how does it come to us on this physical level, this surface level? And some great stories. Check out Monday night's book club for that. There is no floating flow this Saturday because it's going to be New Year, January 1st, and I kind of want people to get some sleep. So get some rest, and then we're going to go hard in the paint on Monday. Sunday, sorry. Sunday is elevated flow, and also it is the New Year, New Moon seed sowing meditation. We'll be here in UE Center. Looking at our this past 2021. Where were our strengths? Where are our weaknesses? And finding the pros and cons of each of those, and accepting ourselves for where we fell. Maybe we did hit what we want, but we saw that we could have achieved something else and didn't reach for it, and we're fine. Or maybe you didn't achieve what you set out, and it's about finding forgiving ourselves for not achieving what we thought we could, meeting our expectations, and then setting an attainable plan for the next 2022. That's what's happening January 1st. It'd be great to have you. Tickets are on the website, thefloatingyogi.com, and also a way to be a part of the daily meditation accountability, to join in on the discussion of the book club, the meditation. Just check out my website. It's a bunch of info there, and it'd be great to grow with you. Any questions, comments, or if you want to work on something, you can send me a DM on any of these social platforms, but the best way to reach me will be email or a DM on IG. I answer them at roughly the same pace. Outside of that, I would like to thank Tumblr. I'd like to thank Tumblr, the Holiday Blues with Tumblr. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to share with y'all. I'd also like to thank UE, restructuring how we see urban yogic wellness and education, restructuring how we see health and wellness and and a community bringing the power of growth and healing back to the individual's hands. I'd like to thank Born to Fly Fitness, where fitness is fashion, and Surreal Audio Solutions, DJ Thrill, No Commercials International, where you can check out all my live stream sound experiences that happen from different locations, Costa Rica, Falls Church. We're all over the place. It's happening. All streaming platforms, The Floating Yogi. And I'd also like to thank Monos Detox, smoothies, sea moss. We have sea moss smoothies, elixirs, serums, and regular sea moss. It's a whole bunch of stuff. You'll be able to check the website and get that. And also Buddha Blessing, where these magical gongs, the marines, the bowls, and that we've recorded on these albums, where you can purchase them on my website. Anything that's really speaking to you, any of those tones, those frequencies that impacted you, you might be able to take them home and purchase it and recreate that for yourself and build on your own practice. With that being said, thanks again for practicing. Thanks for sharing the time, sharing some space. And I'd appreciate you to reach out, see what's going on. Let's see if we can grow together. Peace and love, kings, queens, and gods.